What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting. Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Case closed.
The case is not closed.
Alright, we are here today with a murder-solving banger in Tangle Tower. If you guys have played Detective Grimoire, this is the follow-up to Detective Grimoire. It doesn't make it so explicitly known with the title. I think I would have probably added Grimoire somewhere up there, but if you guys are familiar with the first game, you know it's a really fun, witty game. I kind of compare it to Little Misfortune. Little Misfortune, there's something terrible that's happened, or is gonna happen, but the entire mood is like this very dark comedic humor thing going on. That's what Tangle Tower is all about, essentially, when it comes to the dialogue. You'll be laughing a little bit at the dialogue, even though we're talking about a murder. Alright, Tangle Tower, mid-afternoon. I should note this is going to be voiced as well, which is actually really good voice acting, so when that's going on, I'm not talking.
You ready, Sally?
Grimoire, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's basically blank. Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
So here's our case file. Murder victim Freya Fellow, 19 years old, died whilst painting a portrait of Flora Fellow. So they might be obviously related based on the last name. Locations, Flora's tower. So it's on the tower of the person that was being painted a portrait of. Flora was present as she was posing for a portrait. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. So she was stabbed probably from the front and she fell back is what I'm imagining. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color on the tip of the knife is not paint. It was discovered to be blood. Intriguing. So it's not Flora who was actually holding the knife physically, but in the painting, Freya was painting a picture of Flora holding a knife, and apparently the actual redness of the painting is blood. Alright. What is this over here? Oh, we can zoom around if we need to. So we'll probably have to look around for certain clues at some point after we find something. Oh, probably not for that, though. So we're back over here. We got a little couple of birdies.
It's a bird bath.
That it is.
Is that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Doot, 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 doot.
Please don't do that.
Expect a lot of witty sarcasm and banter between these two characters. I took it out for a spin for like maybe 5 minutes or so, but I really enjoyed what limited I saw of it thus far, and the voice acting is actually fairly good. So let's move on to the next area over here. Alright, so we got gardens. What could we interact with here?
It's a stone carving. Wonder how it got cracked.
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
It's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster.
Playing a harp.
Playing a harp. Hang on a second. This isn't just a regular statue, is it?
Something tells me we're not going to solve this just yet.
The column segments can be rotated, but what's the purpose of it? Alright, so it's been added to our list of clues, so we don't forget about it. Harp statue, you got it. Alright, let's, what do we have here? Can we go inside of that?
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare away detectives.
Is it working?
No.
The O fell. Pick up the O.
What?
Oh, there's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah. Tangle Tower.
Twir.
Twir.
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there. Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
No, definitely.
It's fine, we're detectives. We have to read this stuff. Open letter, the envelope has been ripped open. There's a single piece of paper inside. The combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have it memorized, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will not find it down there. Combination. I wonder that's somehow connected to that harp monster statue thing. Grand Hall. Ooh, it's a funky looking aquarium.
Now it's a big glass tube filled with water.
It's an aquarium.
There are weeds in there. And sand.
It's an aquarium.
It's an aquarium?
Yes.
Could be. Except there's nothing living in it. Anymore.
Okay, let's not argue over semantics here, right? It's a freaking aquarium whether there's an animal in there or not. Alright, let's see. So we got... what is this here?
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Alright. That could be useful. Yo. Alright, so let's see. We got Lord Fellow, Lady Fellow, Lord Remington, Lady Remington, Lord Pointer, and Lady Pointer. So we got at least 3 families here happening. Okay, Freya is here, and she is deceased.
Murder victim.
Right.
She's barely related to the main family at all.
And here is Flora. So Flora was originally a Remington and married into the Fellow family. Ah, okay.
Flora Remington.
I think she's mentioned in our case file.
That she is. Okay, so here are the 2 people from our case. Freya, dead. Flora was being painted a picture of. Go up to the tower where this probably happened. Yes, sir. Huh. She's still here as well. We got her police outline over here. Blood. Well, let's check this out first.
The outline of Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again.
It is kind of weird. Because if she was stabbed from the front, it's how she fell on her back, right? But if she was stabbed from the front, and she was right up against the canvas, you know what I'm saying? How that happened, unless the person reached from behind and like did some sort of weird curl arm, stab you from the back to the chest, which would honestly be difficult as all hell. I'm not speaking from experience, mind you, I haven't killed people that way. I'm just throwing it out there. Just the motion of the arm going around somebody to stab them in the front, from behind them, it just seems a little bit awkward, right? Don't you get ideas? Who have you been talking to?
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it?
Looks that way.
Right. Okay. Freya was unable to finish the painting as she died sometime during the process. Flora appears to be wielding a knife. The red substance on the tip was discovered to be blood.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
And there's something wrong with the crime scene. And something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
Okay. And this is essentially taken from Detective Grimoire, the first game. We now have to put up the evidence that we know of thus far into the proper order to give us an answer. And that's where we kind of like, gather everything we've done, put into place, yada, yada, yada. So this is like, it's not a matter of just like finding the right clues and you progress. You actually do a little bit of detective work yourself, which is what's really cool about this. So was used to knock out, is holding a knife tipped with blood. That seems apropos. Was hidden inside, was used to kill. Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood. Because Freya put it there, because Freya was going to eat it, because it stabbed Freya.
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting. Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
All right. So, let's talk to you, obviously. You look a very happy fellow.
Flora fellow?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now.
All right. Very talkative lady. Can you tell us about yourself a little bit?
Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
You know, this is an obstruction of evidence right now, Flora. I'm just throwing it out there. You let me know some details about you. Right now, you're suspect number 1 because you were in the same room as this person who's dead, alright? You're the only one that we know that was here. It's in your best interest to talk to me.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried.
That's true. I'm sure she has a statement for us after she's been so talkative.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
At least say it. Alright, so we can't do this one because we don't have the entire picture just yet. So this will be locked up until that goes down. Let's see here.
Anything we should know? Any hobbies besides staring out the window? Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Well, we tried, but unfortunately nothing here. Let's go on back. So that was very rewarding. Let's see. Okay, so the paintbrush was there after all. As a matter of fact.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Right.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Okay, we can check this out. The palette has a variety of paints loaded onto it. The largest is a blob of black in the middle. The paintbrush is still covered with dried red paint. So, what's on the actual paintbrush is supposed to be paint, but what's on the painting is blood. It's interesting. Alright. Let's check this out.
Freya's painting supplies.
Small glass pots of red, yellow, blue, black, and white paint. The glass pots are all cracked down one side. This is true. They all have a crack through them. Okay, and my detective senses just flared up again. You guys see this? You see that logo? Like a bit of a mountain? It doesn't match the logos of those over there, for some reason. Also, the color's a little bit off too, right? Like a greenish tint, bluish. Okay, and...
Is that a gramophone?
I think so. Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
Everything's cracked here. It plays cassette tapes instead of vinyl records is pointed towards the middle of the room. There's no noticeable crack running through it, all the way from the horn down through the tape deck.
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is. Pink.
To Freya, the dead girl. The cassette tape has a crack down the middle. I'm telling you, everything's got cracked in this game. There's a handwritten message on the label, to Freya. Okay, well somebody sent that to her.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? We could give it a go.
Alright. So, how would this play out? Try it. Okay. There's our tape. So, that one, play it.
It's piano music.
Very nice music, too. The cassette tape has a crack in the middle. It's a recording of piano music. It plays for a short while before stopping. Okay. So maybe somebody recorded them playing piano and gave it to Freya. Okay. Now I'm curious. No, okay. Just making sure, you know, like there's some sort of like weird cryptic, play it backwards and you hear some sort of clue. Alright, so I guess we could probably start heading back out. There's this big ass egg over here that's calling my name.
Is that an egg? An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones. What a completely ordinary object.
There's been a lot of egg-like shapes, hasn't there? Like we saw one at the beginning by the gardens, then in the main entrance, like by the staircases, I saw like oval-shaped things I didn't really check, but remind me of eggs. And then we have this over here. They're really obsessed about eggs here, and apparently cracks.
I think it's a container for something.
Those gems look like they come off.
Swap the positions of the gems, rotate the egg to see a clue in the back. Okay, what does this tell me? Okay, this is the front. Purple to pink. Are we supposed to like match it or what? Oh, okay, I got it. It's weirdly placed from the back, but it still matches the lines up front. So for instance, over here we have thick line, right? But it's pink, I guess we'll say. Pink to green star and green. So now it matches this over here, and I guess we go down the line. So for instance, purple, blue is back. That's what we're looking for, the big thick one. Giggity giggity.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I think I got it. I think we got it, so now let's try to unlock it.
That's the one.
Perfect.
Hey, not bad.
Thank you.
Did it unlock? What's in there?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I'm not leaving without a clue. An empty egg is a clue, right?
We're taking the freaking egg container. And if anything, we could pawn it off. I mean, those gems have to have some sort of value. Once unlocked, the egg can be opened. It currently is empty. The lining of the egg is a soft velvet-like material. The egg is supported by a stand made of brass. It rests on 3 strange feet with pointed claws. You're not speaking, so let's step outside. Oh, dude, we're out of time. I'm getting lost in this little detective mystery here. We got a dude. Are you willing to talk to me, sir? Who are you?
Sir? Can you hear me?
Oh, can somebody talk in this game?
Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Secret rooms, huh? Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. Well, hold up, before we do anything over here, you said Felix Fellow. Do I get like a... Felix. If I remember correctly, Flora was a Remington, right? And she married Felix Fellow, and that's how she became a fellow. So Flora, lady upstairs, married you to become a fellow. That's the connection right there. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw from the little family tree line we saw. Either way, unfortunately with the time, I'm going to wrap it up here for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Tangle Tower. All the information will be down below in case you want to pick it up for yourselves. If you want to see a bit more here in the channel, let me know in the comments and by leaving a thumbs up, and if there's enough interest, we'll definitely dive back into it. I will catch you next time.